In this episode of Mod Mondays, we're going to be doing a detailed step-by-step tutorial of this Chrome Delete accessories on this brand new 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. Let's go. Let's quickly go over what we'll need on this installation. Most of these products are from Meso Customs, but I'll include Amazon links in the description box below for similar products. First, here's the door handle cover kit. There's specific orientation specified in the back of the package. This kit comes in various colors, but I got mine in black to match the theme I'm going for. Next, here's the vent ring replacement kit in MGM color. This is very well packaged and comes with all 4 rings needed. And here is the Chrome Delete kit for the center console panel, again in MGM color. It is very well packaged and comes with a start-stop ring, 4x4 ring, shift knob cover, and the center console bezel. Lastly, here's the steering wheel overlay in black. This one is from Amazon and is very lightweight and has a premium feel to it. Let's start by installing the door handle covers. Head over to your Tacoma and grab the cover that matches the door handle you're on. I'm starting at the driver's door and we need to pull the handle at a slight angle and slide the covers till it's properly seated. Double check the fit and repeat on all the other locations. Again, grab the proper configuration, hold the handle at a slight angle, slide the cover in, and repeat. Next, we need to remove the center console panels to access the vent rings. You're gonna need a pry tool for this step. We need to remove the center panel, the driver's vent panel, and the passenger vent casing. To remove the center panel, we need to pull on the side applying even pressure. This should come off fairly easily. Put this to the side and repeat the same step for the driver's vent panel. Again, we need to pull from the side and it should come off similar to the center panel. Put this aside and grab your pry tool for the passenger side. To remove this, you need to pry here. Apply even pressure while carefully pulling in an outward motion at the same time. This will require a bit of patience and care to ensure you don't damage the surrounding plastic. After removing the panels, let's go ahead and install the vent ring replacement. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver, small snips or dikes, and a pick tool. To access the vent rings, we'll need to remove the vent casing by prying these tabs off. There will be 3 tabs that you need to pry out while pulling the casing off. Once this is complete, you need to snip off these green tabs to loosen up the vent ring. There will be 6 locations for each vent. Then grab your pick tool and push the chrome vent rings through the holes you just made from the tab. Do this until it comes off. Grab your ring replacement, line it up with the mounting locations, and simply push it in until it's properly seated. Then install the casing back. Repeat this for all the other vent locations, as it will be the exact same process. Then head back to your Tacoma and install the vents back, starting with the passenger side. Simply line up the tabs and push the vent in. For the driver's side, work the panel in and carefully push the vent in the hole. Line up the panel and push it in until the tabs click in properly. We will need to install the center panel later in the video as we need access to the climate control panel still. The next step is to remove the climate control panel. You'll need a drill or a wrench and a 10mm socket. Remove the 4 bolts around the screen so that we can access the bottom panel. Careful not to lose these bolts in the process. Then pull the climate control panel from the side while lifting the screen slightly. You're gonna need to unlatch the plastic part on the left side to completely take off the climate control panel. After this, simply unplug the 3 cables connected to the panel. One for the start-stop button, one for the 4x4, and one for the climate control. Next, let's install the start-stop and 4x4 rings. We're gonna need to take these 2 off the panel to access the chrome ring. Similar to the vents, we need to pry out these small tabs so we can separate the start-stop and 4x4 housing from the panel. There's gonna be 2 tabs for each that you'll need to pry. Grab your pick tool and remove the chrome rings from the start-stop button by pushing carefully from the sides, making sure you're not damaging the surrounding plastic. Once this is off, grab the replacement ring and line it up to the mounting holes. Then push it in until it's seated properly. After this, simply reinstall the start-stop housing to the panel. For the 4x4 button, grab a small Phillips screwdriver and unscrew the 2 small screws at the back of the housing. Then simply pull off the cover, the electrical chip, and this black component to access the last screw in the middle. Please note that you need to make sure that you keep the orientation of these the same so you can install it with ease after. Then grab your flathead and start pushing down on the chrome ring until you can pull it off. Take the replacement ring, line it up, push it in until it's seated properly, then reinstall the rest of the 4x4 component on the housing. After this, put it back to the panel. After installing the replacement rings, let's now reinstall the climate control panel back to your Tacoma. Simply plug the 3 cables back, line up the panel, and push it in until the tabs all click in. Then reinstall the 4 bolts surrounding the screen. Tighten these up using the 10mm socket. Then reinstall the center console panel back on. If you're enjoying this video so far, please smash that like and subscribe button to support the channel. The next step is to install the remaining chrome delete kit on your shift knob and center console bezel. You're gonna need a pry tool for this step. To remove the knob, simply pull the sleeve down and unscrew the knob. Then grab the MGM overlay and place it over. Screw the knob back on and pull the sleeve up to complete the installation. To remove the center bezel, I use the pry tool to remove the OEM bezel. If you don't want to damage the OEM bezel, you'll need to remove the panel and access it that way. In my case, since I'm replacing this, I chose the pry tool method. Simply go around the bezel unit until it's off. Then grab the replacement MGM bezel, line it up to the tabs, and push it in until it's properly seated. Lastly, let's complete this installation by installing the overlay steering wheel emblem. Clean the steering wheel with soapy water and a rag to ensure proper adhesion of the overlay. Then remove the protective film, line it up, apply even pressure, and enjoy your new Chrome Delete accessories. And that's it for this week's episode of Mod Mondays. Let me know what you think of this DIY Chrome Delete install. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and press that bell notification so you don't miss any of our future videos. See you in the next one.